Welcome live to the Lipscomb Soccer Complex here on a beautiful Friday night in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Erica Plunkett, joined alongside Caleb Hendrick to cover the number 23 ranked Lipscomb Bisons in their home opener against the visiting Memphis Tigers. Caleb, it's a great night for some soccer.
It sure is. Yeah, we have beautiful weather here in Nashville tonight. Clear skies. It looks like it's going to be excellent for this matchup.
And Lipscomb returns with mostly their same starting 11, where they faced San Diego last Sunday and won 4-0 in their second win of the season after beating UCLA the previous Thursday. They opened up this season with a Southern California trip, and it just went their way the whole weekend. It was an impressive performance all around. Offense, defense, we even had a defender get his first goal in Scott Golden.
Yeah, it was a great trip for them out to the West Coast, and really looking forward to continue this series against Memphis, and hopefully we can come out a little better than we did last time. The last time that these two teams met in 2018, Memphis did take the victory home, so hopefully tonight we can turn that around.
Meanwhile, Memphis has started the season 0-1 with a tie against Dayton and a loss to Ohio State in the Wolstein Classic last weekend. Getting the start for the Tigers in goal is senior Parker Loughlin. He opened that first matchup, but didn't start the second against Dayton. And we are underway here in Nashville. Noah Golden heads the ball back up to Hayes Wood, who passes it, but there's no one there for the Bisons, and the Tigers will be passing that one back in. Arthur DeLuca will be throwing the ball in. He gets it up to Maxi Galizzi, but that ball is sent back out. Pass back up to Peter Chang, who has the ball in the middle for the Tigers. It's passed back now to Luke Birdsong in the back line for the Tigers. Patrick Tobin passes it up on the right side, but Louis Robinson covers that ball. It's back into the middle for the Bisons, who retain possession on that defensive line. Robinson to Scott Golden, back across to Honore Kalala. Kalala will pass it up to Noah Golden. Kalala to Scott Golden this time, and Scott will advance the ball across the half-field line to Louis Robinson, who gets it to Bagayoko. Bagayoko loses possession, though, in the middle third of the field. Robinson will pass it back, but no one's there. Sibley is going to have to come well outside the box and boot that ball out to avoid a dangerous situation for the Bisons. Caleb, that could have been dangerous if the Tigers had gotten a foot on that one.
Sure could have.
Nauman once again kicks it out for the Bisons, and the Tigers will get yet another throw-in. Michael Sibley will come out and cover that ball. He has plenty of time, so he'll pass it up to Kalala. There's no Tigers anywhere close, so Golden and Kalala will take their time setting up the field for the Bisons. Kalala passes it back to Golden, who passes it back to Sibley. Passes it across to Scott Golden, and then passes it in the middle to Carlo Cavalar. Back across to Kalala. He sends a long crossfield pass to Tyrese Spicer, but he just can't bring that one down, and the Tigers' back line will clear that ball. Lineker Rodriguez de Santos had that ball in the middle and passes it across. Peter Chung has it up the left side. Noah Golden's going to have to chase him back into that defensive third. Noah Golden can't get that cross out of the way, and that was a dangerous opportunity for the Tigers. A header that just went wide. But that will result in a goal kick for the Bisons, their first of this afternoon. Caleb, on that back line, even though Noah Golden and Louis Robinson are both defenders, we will see them come up quite a lot in this matchup. Cavalar passes it to Kalala, who passes it back across to Scott Golden. Scott Golden, your reigning ace and defensive player of the week after scoring that goal against San Diego that was assisted by his brother Noah. There's something about that twin connection, and we've seen it the opposite way as well, with Scott assisting Noah on his goals. The two Golden brothers chase that ball back and get it back to Sibley, whose only option is to kick that ball up and out of the way for the Bisons. So yet another throw in for the Tigers in the Bisons offensive third, and I think we've seen more of the Tigers on offense so far tonight.
Yeah, I would agree. They've been very aggressive tonight.
Scott Golden tries to clear that ball, but it bounces off of number 14, Emmanuel Santos, for the Tigers. So Sibley gets another goal kick, and he'll pass that one in the box to Scott Golden. He'll take it now up the field. Golden to Robinson, back to Sibley. Sibley across to Kalala, and up to Noah Golden on the right side. Noah Golden's going to cross it all the way across the field, trying to get Tyrese Spicer. Spicer to back across, loses the ball, and Kalala will come recover. Spicer's a player who Coach Morrow is very high on, did not get to play as much as he would have wanted last year during the COVID-shortened season due to injury, but has come out with a very, very strong performance so far, with a goal and an assist in this short season. Tyrese comes back and covers that ball. Gets it up to Bakayoko, who gets it back to him. And Tyrese has an early chance for the Bisons. They're trying to argue that it was tipped by Parker Lachlan, but the ref's going to disagree and give that to the Tigers as a goal kick. That ball just high of the crossbar from Tyrese Spicer.
Yeah, and Spicer, he did manage to get points in both of Lipscomb's wins on the West Coast.
And Parker Lachlan gets that across the center field line. Peter Chung kicks it up, but there's no one there but Louis Robinson. But a bad header by Louis Robinson back across the middle. Seems to open a chance for the Tigers, but that will turn out to be a yellow card against Noah Golden. But a very promising free kick from the Tigers here early on in this matchup, only 6 minutes in. And this could be a costly defensive mistake for the Bisons.
Yeah, you'd hate to see Memphis score this early in the match.
Appears Archer DeLuca will be the one taking this kick. Peter Chung is right there. Or rather, it'll be Peter Chung who passes over the ball, and Archer DeLuca, and that ball is going to sail by just outside of the box, or just outside of the goal, rather, for the Tigers. So the Bisons are lucky there, but they're going to have to be careful now because Noah Golden retains that yellow card for the rest of this matchup. Robinson goes up the left side of the field and passes the ball up to Luca Nauman, gets it out to Tyrese Spicer, back up to Nauman, but just outside of his reach. Patrick Tobin will pass that ball up, but it will be a throw-in now for the Bisons. Louis Robinson passes it in to Luca Nauman. And that ball will be covered by Burl Shepard. That ball goes up to Nauman, back to Golden, across to Kalala. Kalala up to Golden. And Golden has some time. He's going to take that ball up the left side of the field over to Robinson. Robinson passes it, but his pass just can't get to Bagayoko. So that ball is going to be kicked back into the Bison's defensive third. Kalala once again is on the ball and passes it up to Scott Golden. Golden, Kalala, back to Golden. Robinson takes it across midfield line before sending it back to Carlo Cavalar. Cavalar gets it up to Hayeswood, but Hayeswood instantly loses possession from Archer DeLucas. That's Emmanuel Santos back to Luke Birdsong. That's going to go across to Patrick Tobin. Patrick Tobin sends a long pass deep down the field, but there's no one there for the Tigers. Louis Robinson covers that ball, and it gets back to Luke Birdsong, who trips over his feet a little bit, but recovers and sends it across to Patrick Chang. And that ball is finally cleared by Luke Birdsong, passed in by Noah Golden to Bagayoko, who loses possession to Birdsong. There's a fight for possession in that bottom corner. A pass into Noah Golden. He tries to recover it, but that ball will be covered up by Patrick Tobin. Kalala and Sibley is going to come well outside of his box. He's past some of his defenders, but he had plenty of time to clear that ball out. Tyree Spicer sends it across to Hayes Wood. Hayes Wood has a second to get a foot on this ball, settle it, but he loses it in a clean tackle by Archer DeLuca. Shepard tries to send it back in the box, but it's kicked back out to Noah Golden, who crosses that one in, but it's just too high for Tyree Spicer, and that will be a throw for the Memphis Tigers.
You know, we're seeing a little bit of a shift in the game here. Earlier in the half, Memphis was definitely on the attack, but I think we're seeing our Bisons coming up here and get more aggressive.
Absolutely, and Bagayoko sends that back to Tyree Spicer. Bagayoko takes that ball inside the box, but just loses it. Good defensive pressure there by Patrick Tobin to body up against Bagayoko and send that ball out. Parker Lachlan sends the goal kick just on his side of the midfield line. Luca Nauman heads that ball down, and Burl Shepard tries to settle that ball and get it to his teammate Hayes Wood, but it's just a little too far for Wood, and that will be a throw for the Memphis Tigers. DeLuca taking that throw. DeLuca throws it down the field, but the only two players who were there were Carlo Cavalar and Noah Golden. Scott Golden passes it back to Michael Sibley. Back to Golden and across to Kalala. Golden now takes it up the left side to Louis Robinson. Luca Nauman sends a quick 1-2 pass back to Louis Robinson, but it's just outside of his reach. That pass will be sent back to Sibley from Golden. And Sibley's going to send it right back to Golden. Luca Nauman takes some time, sends it all the way back across the field to Kalala. Up to Golden. Golden will send it back to Kalala. Carlo Cavalar to Kalala, to Scott Golden, to Luca Nauman, to Tyree Spicer, but that one just gets away from Spicer. And the Tigers will finally send that ball into touch. And the Bisons will get a throw in here. Louis Robinson will come all the way back for this throw. He sends it up the field, but that will just be short of Bagayoko. Carlo Cavalar sends a long ball once again for Hayes Wood. And Hayes Wood has had a couple chances where it seemed to be really close, and if he could have gotten a foot on the ball, he could have gotten a break, but it's been just outside of his reach.
That's right. Just a little too far.
This time Hayes Wood sends the ball up to Bagayoko. And Luke Birdsong will be called for a foul on Bagayoko. Just a little bit too much extension of the arm there from Birdsong, and the Bisons will get their first free kick of the match.
You know, like you mentioned before, we really are seeing Robinson and Golden. They're really playing far up off that back line.
And it looks like it's going to be Golden who might be taking this kick. Luca Nauman and Golden both line up, but Golden will be the one taking it. Beautiful cross into the box, but headed out by the Tigers. And they're going to try to go on that quick attack. Scott Golden, though, chases that ball all the way back and stops Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos from getting too far up the field. His brother Noah has to come back and clear it out of the box, though, because Gabriel Christensen had a strong attack. Christensen tries to argue for a corner, but that ball finally went off of him when it went out in that back corner, so Sibley will get to take a goal kick. That ball is passed in to Kalala, who looks up the field now, passes it to Noah Golden. Golden back to Kalala. Kalala over to Golden. Golden up to Cavalar and back to Kalala. Kalala has really been the distributor for the Bisons this afternoon. He sends it all the way across to Louis Robinson, who has to come back for that ball, but doesn't have any Tigers near him. Tyrese Spicer gets the ball and passes it up to Burl Shepard. Back to Carlo Cavalar and over to Honore Kalala and up to Noah Golden on the Tigers side of the field. But that ball is intercepted by Arthur DeLuca and passed up to Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos. Louis Robinson has the ball now, sends it up to Burl Shepard. And Bagayoko is going to chase that ball deep down the field with Patrick Tobin, and eventually Parker Lachlan gets his foot on that ball and clears it. But Scott gets his head on it. And Emmanuel Santos comes away with that one up to Patrick Chang, who goes in the middle and gets tripped up with Hayes Wood. Hayes Wood tries to make the argument that that was just an innocent trip up, but the ref's not going to buy it. Patrick Chang is a little bit slow getting up from that penalty, but tells the ref he's good. He lines up with Emmanuel Santos to take this free kick, the second for the Tigers so far in this short matchup. That ball is crossed in, a beautiful cross, and gets just on the other side of Carlo Cavalar, but the Tigers aren't able to put together a strong chance, and that ball sails harmlessly outside of Sibley's goal box. Sibley to Kalala. Kalala to Golden. Back to Kalala. Kalala back to Sibley. And across to Golden. I think the three players who have touched the ball the most so far in this matchup are Scott Golden, Honore Kalala, and Michael Sibley.
You are absolutely correct in that.
Scott Golden sends it all the way across to his brother Noah. There's no choice but to send it back to Honore Kalala once again. A ball is sent across to Louis Robinson and back up to Burl Shepard. Burl Shepard, the hero early in that UCLA game, getting a goal in the 4th minute. Freshman coming in and already making a great impact for the Bisons. Tyrese Spicer back to the middle with Carlo Cavalar. Noah Golden crosses that ball, but doesn't land where he wants it to.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Santos coming up the middle. Luca Nauman retreats to cover that ball. Tigers line up. A great sliding kick by Louis Robinson, and then Luca Nauman gets it out of the box for the Bisons. Bagayoko is going up the field. He'll now bring it into the box and take a shot, but two Tigers got in the way of that one.
He did a great job slowing it down there as he approached.
Great decision-making by the graduate transfer. He earns the start today over Javon Smith, but we expect to see Javon later on this afternoon. Scott Golden just misses on that header, so Honore Kalala will cover that ball. And the Bisons reset as Sibley, Kalala, and Golden pass it back and forth. Kalala now advances the ball back to Noah Golden, back to Kalala. And Golden once again gets the ball. This time it'll go back to Carlo Cavalar, who looks to his left and passes it up to Scott Golden. Scott Golden to Kalala. Kalala looks middle with Luca Nauman. And up to Noah Golden. And Kalala will eventually head that ball out. Carlo Cavalar gets called for a foul against Emmanuel Santos as they both fought for the ball on the midfield line. Quick kick in by the Tigers when we're back in play. Santos takes it back to Patrick Tobin. Back across the middle to Luke Birdsong. And he's going to look to his keeper, Lachlan. Bagayoko stands there waiting. Patrick Tobin will clear the ball. And Louis Robinson gets ahead on that one. Great turn by Cavalar. And here comes Tyree Spicer up the left side of the field. Two Tigers come to take him down, but the Bisons will get a throw-in from that pass. It appears as if Kalala is going to see the trainer. I don't know what happened, but we'll take a pause here. So the Tigers in their matchup against Ohio State, that game had 2 penalty kicks and resulted in a 3-2 finish in their opening match of the season. So a very interesting matchup for the Tigers as into the game.
Bisons number 23, Nick Dang.
As Nick Dang comes into the game for the Bisons, replacing Andre Kalala. I still don't know what happened, but the Bisons' defensive line is definitely going to take a hit not having Kalala in this matchup.
Yeah, we saw he was a key player this game so far, so we'll see how this goes.
Noah Golden passes that ball up, but there's no one there. Peter Chang comes away with that one, and the Tigers once again are advancing. Emmanuel Santos takes it up the left-hand side of the field. Looks middle with Peter Chang, who passes it, or will keep it actually, and pass it back to Brandon Brackett, who now drives. Back to Patrick Tobin. Here's Brandon Brackett will be called for a foul. And the Bisons will bring Golden up to pass it to Dang, who passes it up to Noah Golden. Back to Dang. And to Cavalar, up to Golden. We've already mentioned Noah and Scott Golden, but their brother Henrik has actually joined the team, joined them last fall to become their director of operations. So it's really become a family thing as that Bagayoko drives the ball into the box for the Bisons and takes a shot. It bounces off the Tigers. Another shot bounces off. The ball is still in the box for the Bisons until Patrick Chang clears it. Luca Nauman tries to get it back into the box, and as does Burl Shepard. Carlo Cavalar gets it across to Noah Golden, who looks to cross it into Bagayoko, but Luke Birdsong will get in the way of that one. Scott Golden goes up for the header, but the ball is eventually recovered in the middle. I think the Bisons thought the Tigers were offsides, but eventually they get a kickback anyways with a foul just outside of the Bison's box by the Tigers. Sibley will take the free kick for the Bisons, and he sends up Dang. Sibley's kick gets to Bagayoko, but it's quickly lost. He will get that ball right back, though, as another shove from the Tigers results in yet another free kick for the Bisons.
Yeah, we sure have. It's there's certainly been some moments of it's getting a little heated out there, I would say.
Absolutely, and just as a reminder, Noah Golden does already have a yellow card. He got it just outside of the box. 6 minutes into this first half.
Yeah, he's going to have to be really careful the rest of this match.
Honorary Kalala back in for the Bisons, replaces Nick Dang.
So whatever Kalala's injury was, it wasn't major. He's already back, so that's a welcome sight for Bison fans as he goes into the box to receive this free kick from Noah Golden. Noah Golden sends that cross all the way in, and that header is just above the box for the Bisons. Yet another chance, and this time it will result in a corner. Parker Lachlan has done a great job keeping that ball outside of his box. He's had to deal with a couple balls right above eye level, so he's been on top of it, but another chance for the Bisons coming off of this corner as Noah Golden goes over to take it.
Yeah, the Bisons have had to keep him on his toes a little bit.
Noah Golden has an option close with Luca Nauman, but he will cross it all the way into the box. That one is headed out by the Tigers. But Bagayoko covers and sends the ball back out. Chang. The Tigers making a difference on. Ball was trying to get to Rodriguez dos Santos, but will be just too far. Tyrese Spicer steals that ball away, making defenders miss. Back. No one's there. It looks like a miss. Bagayoko was hoping Burl Shepherd would go in, and
Replaces number 11, Lineker Rodriguez dos Santos.
Parker Lachlan brings out the ball for a goal kick. The Tigers make their first. That ball is sent up but out of bounds by Parker Lachlan, so the Bisons will get the kick. Golden to Bakayoko. Brandon Brackett fought for that one with Bagayoko, and the Tigers will come away with that throw-in. Bison fans aren't happy that Brackett tried to get a little bit of a hit on the ball after it went and kicks that ball away. Header back across the middle by Archer DeLuca. Wood's going to take that ball.
Yeah, sure could have. That's sailed just above the post, which is really just seems to be our trend this game.
Institution that we did just mention, leading scorer and one of their about keep an eye out for in the middle. Luke Birdsong continues to apply pressure. Will get it back to Sibley, but Sibley's gonna have to add. Scott Golden to Robinson. Passes it across. Spice. Tries to get it to Bagayoko. But they're going to say that Bagayoko played a little too physical trying to win that ball. He's had his challenge.
Get to him.
Difficulties. Good. The tie. Kalala now has the ball. It's too far for Tyree Spicer as Lachlan comes out and covers that. That ball is sent to Brandon Brackett. He's driving up the field. He's and Luke passes.
Was. Just 6 inches out.
Take a throw once again. But Tigers get another foot on a great chance by the Tigers. Will get Lipscomb has had 2 corners. Chang. And it's crossed into them. Corner of the goal. Michael Sibley is luck.
Seen on the bike.
He's fighting against a couple Tigers, and they're all tangled up.
Field running. He's for the technical difficulties we
Louis handball on the Bison. Able there. Noah goal. To get just a throw is now set up in Lipscomb's defensive third.
slow him down.
Peter Chang into the middle. Another dangerous chance. Zion Wagner gets a foot on it. Just 6 yards outside. But that shot is going to sail high and wide. And the Bisons escape once Lala. Sibley. Luke Birdsong now sends it out. Up 2P. Throw. Tigers in the referee try and get as close as he. Noah Golden and Luca Nauman stand. Go back. Cavalier has it from Burl Shepherd. Luke Birdsong passes it back to Parker Lachlan. And almost another dangerous situation as one of the Tigers, Cavalier and Louis Robinson all go up for a header. But it will result in a throw-in for the Tigers. With just 4 minutes remaining in this match, we've seen both teams have a good chance. The ball is sent back up by Robinson. Noah Golden stops that cross. And Javon Smith comes back and fights off a couple Tigers to send it across to Noah Golden. Noah Golden to Hayeswood, back to Noah Golden. And a great chance by Noah Golden that Parker Lachlan has to dive and save. Even through some traffic, Noah Golden was able to get off a great shot. And that's the 4th save for Lachlan in this match. Luke Birdsong sends another ball out of play, and the Bisons will get another corner.
Bisons in the corner kick.
Their 3rd of this first half.
Once again, we thank you for your patience as we're going through some technical difficulties. We will briefly go offline at the half, but we will be back, and hopefully the problem will be resolved. So thank you once again.
And the Bisons now have 4 shots on goal compared to none for the Tigers. Golden sends this ball in deep. Hayeswood tries to get ahead on it. He doesn't. Instead, the Tigers will send it out of play, and the Bisons will get another corner. As Noah Golden and Luca Nauman move now to their right side of the field. And the Bisons set back up for another chance.
Their 4th corner.
Golden sends it across. That ball sails through and manages not to hit a Bison or a Tiger until it is sent out deep. Louis Robinson chases that ball back. With no one around, he has plenty of time to set up a deep pass across the field, trying to get to Hayeswood, but just a few feet too far, and Parker Lachlan comes up, covers, and will take his time. Once again, giving his team time to set up with just 1:50 remaining in the first half. Tyrese Spicer, or rather Javon Smith, goes over and tries to apply some pressure. Zion Wagner will chase that ball out of play, and the Bisons will get a throw deep in their own defensive 3rd. Noah Golden sends it to Javon Smith. Javon Smith lucky to get a foot on that one. Burl Shepard across to Louis Robinson, the defender who likes to drive deep for the Bisons. Louis Robinson will take that ball across to Hayeswood. Hayeswood has a second, but he's surrounded by 4 Tigers. He goes across and he tries to get across, and he does, and a goal by the Bisons, assisted by Hayeswood. That shot was taken by Burl Shepard. Impressive performance by the Bisons to take that ball and quickly turn around and turn that into their first goal here at home so far this season.
That was some great teamwork by the Bisons. That's what you like to see.
And I correct that. That actually was Killian Byrne who got that goal for the Bisons. But that was assisted by Hayeswood.
That's really doing so well going into the second half.
Absolutely. And it's amazing how even when you're feeling tired at the end of the half, a goal can help revive you pretty quickly. Zion Wagner kicks that ball back to his teammate, Toby McCallum. Toby McCallum gets it deep, but Louis Robinson gets ahead on it. Look at now and pass it back to Louis Robinson. Killian Byrne across to Hayeswood, but he can't get a foot on it. Peter Chang will recover. Archer DeLuca, now chased by Burl Shepard. Louis Robinson has to chase that ball against Christensen. Robinson up to Byrne. Byrne is going to pass it off of a Tiger and give the Bisons another chance. to throw it in with just 17 seconds. They're in no rush. They're more than happy to take this 1-goal lead into halftime.
10, 9,
The ball is finally passed
8,
in to
7,
Javon Smith.
6,
Javon Smith is going to
5,
pass it
4,
up the field, but
3,
Noah
2,
Golden's not going to chase that ball back. As the half comes to a close, the Bisons score a late goal in the 44th minute by Killian Byrne, assisted by Hayes Wood. We'll step away for halftime and be back after the break.
Once again, we will briefly go offline, but stick around for the second half as the Bisons bring it home.